Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. Hope everybody's tuned in. Turn it on up because we have got a funny man. One of my favorite, Reno Collier, has in on the house. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're hanging in there, man. We're hanging in there. So anyway, but hey, say something funny.
It's early.
I'm with you, man. I guarantee it. So anyway, but no, we're glad to have you on here. You got a big show coming up in Atlanta this weekend, right?
Yeah, 7 of them. Yeah, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
And at the Punchline, and I started there.
Yeah.
A long time ago. So it's always fun going back, man. I used to cook wings and work the door and work the phones, and I did everything.
And then
trying to get stage time.
That's a hard job, man. But you know something I noticed? You actually was a PE teacher, right?
Yeah, not a good one.
Well, they say that's what they say. They say those that can't teach coach. Those that can't coach gets into comedy.
You know, snotty people say that. I don't say that. PE teachers are the only real teachers there are. I don't even believe in the rest of the class.
I'm with you, man. You know, I kind of look at the world sideways, and I can't help it. You know, it's just the way my mind works. But you've got that thing where you talk about where, you know, man comes from monkey. That's the funniest thing in the world, you know.
You know what's so weird is that whole bit is really clean.
I love it.
But if you read the comments below, people are fighting over it. Like, because I question everything.
Right.
You know, and I happen to be a Christian. And the whole process, forget being a Christian, the thought of monkeys and then, you know, all of a sudden we're people, it just seems so stupid. I mean, have you ever seen that video of the monkey who sticks his finger in his rear end and smells it and falls out of the tree?
Yeah.
Okay, I know guys like that. I don't think we changed that much.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? It took me, it's like, well, how come monkeys is the only thing that done that? And I got to looking around, and I think you're on to something because, like, I really think, because I've got my first cousin I think she come from an elephant because she looked like one.
Oh, jeez.
Big old girl loves peanuts.
Yeah, that's her, man. I'm thinking she must have been an elephant, and she's her ancestors.
Well, there aren't any.
Yeah.
There aren't any, like the joke I do is I'm like, how come there's no giraffes on 2 legs with a short neck walking around vaping?
Right.
Why is it just that monkey? But the thing is, people were fighting over it, and it's funnier than the bit. Like, if you go on Facebook and watch it's called Dry Bar Reno Collier.
Yeah.
And it's funnier reading the comments
Right.
of people. Like, I'm talking about monkeys around a campfire.
Right.
And people are like, this is the reason our country's going down the toilet, is because people like this. And he said PE is the only class, you know, and science is stupid. Science is stupid.
Right.
Like, it is. I mean, every generation has had scientists who said they figured everything out, and they've never been right.
I'm with you on that. Yep.
But all of a sudden now, look how they handled the whole thing with the masks. I don't know when to wear my mask or when, you know, take it off of the cucumbers and wear it into Kroger. We don't know. These scientists were wrong about everything. That's all my point is.
We call them face diapers.
Yeah, they are face diapers.
But I'm going to tell you something now, Reno. There's a lot of folks look better with them on than they do without.
You know, it's going to be funny once these things come off and you see what people actually look like.
Yeah, everybody's going to be like, we need to go back with the mask.
Hey, Rena, they only work if you make sure to touch your face a lot when you wear them, okay? And then touch door handles and then touch your mask again and adjust it a lot, okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And put your fingers all over it.
Yeah.
And then you can wear it while you're walking from your table to the bathroom, but take it off when you get back to the table because it only floats at 6 feet.
Yeah.
So once you sit down, it just goes over your head apparently, and you're good. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't want to get off on conspiracies and stuff, but I ain't buying any.
Well,
of
while
this
we're talking
stuff.
about conspiracies, do you think man really landed on the moon, or do you think that was staged?
I think we did.
Yeah.
But it's weird because the guy Von Braun who started NASA was best friends with Walt Disney.
There you
So
go.
it is a little jacked up.
Yeah.
But I don't even care if we did. The fact that Buzz Aldrin punched somebody in the face for asking him, that makes the whole thing worthwhile to me.
I'm with you 100%. I'm going to tell you something, man. You're in a business right now that I love. I mean, I love watching comedy and listening to it. I go all the way back to the olden days. But, man, we're in a time right now. I mean, when you tell a joke and it's like, well, the non-birthing parent and another non-birthing parent and another non-birthing parent walked into a bar, it's just not as funny if you use like, well, there was a Catholic and a Baptist and you know what I'm saying? I mean.
I know exactly. The good thing about me is I already peaked.
Right.
I had TV shows. I was in movies. I don't care.
Right.
I really could care less. Like I'm at the point now where as soon as someone says you shouldn't talk about that, I'm like, that's exactly what I'm going to write about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't talk about that. You'll get canceled. You can't cancel me.
I'm with
Cancel
you.
me from what?
Okay, so I got a serious question for you. So, who would you say you've drawn most of your inspiration from in comedy? I'm a Jerry Seinfeld fan. I mean,
Jerry Seinfeld's a
I
sissy.
love Seinfeld, his old comedy. Who inspired you the most?
Well, our styles are completely different, but Brian Regan.
Oh, I love Brian, yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch him actually when I worked at the Punchline. He was one of the guys that I would sit and watch every show. He never cusses, or I do cuss sometimes just because I'm a recovering alcoholic and stuff flies out of my mouth. But he never cussed, never talked about anything, but he was so funny. His facial expressions and his body movements and all of his stuff, he kills me. To this day, he kills me.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to comedy because I worry stuff's going to stick in my head, but I can't avoid him, man. He makes me, and Bill Burr, it didn't influence me, but I think he's hilarious too, man, right now.
I love him. I go back to the old stuff. I love Don Rickles, man. He made fun of everybody and got away with it.
He was fantastic, man. He, and those that older generation had so many people that were, Bob Newhart.
Oh yeah.
Like he used to do these bits where it was just he on a pretend phone call that are brilliant, like King Kong climbing the Empire State Building and all that stuff. And they were doing that with not a lot to look at. There wasn't a lot of stand-up comedy.
Right.
Back in those days, they were doing it first. And I love going back and listening to that stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's almost, it's like watching Andy Griffith. It just puts me in a good mood, and it makes me calm, and it makes me not think about the stupid stuff that's going on right now.
Well, there's just so much to make fun of now, though, man. I mean, there is just so much out there. I mean, honestly, we got this thing with Megan McCarroll. She's all upset and brokenhearted because she's got all them trillions of dollars and all that stuff, and she's just sad. I feel sorry for her.
What's so bad? People keep talking about that. I didn't watch it. I don't even know. I mean, I think that whole thing is so stupid.
Yeah.
Like a queen and the prince that's for like little girls' books. Like I don't care.
Didn't we
that
fight
girl
a
was
war?
on some TV show on USA Network, and she married a prince. That right there sounds like a bad Disney movie.
Well, what? I keep asking everybody, what do they do? What does the royal family do other than sit around and drink tea? I mean, I don't know what they do.
Wave.
There you go. I could do that for a whole lot less.
I know, me too. I'd even do the stupid thing where it looks like it's on a swivel and they can't even wave right. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, yes, I'm the queen. It's almost like time just passed them.
Right.
I mean, can you imagine if we had a queen in this country right now?
Oh man.
Oh, there's so many things I almost just said. Like,
Well, we got
Yeah,
we
I was
got
going to
Britney
say,
Spears.
we've got a couple of them here.
Yeah.
I don't know about where you are, but they are here.
Dolly Parton.
Then we got Dolly Parton. They was gonna make
Yeah,
they was gonna make a
Dolly.
statue out of her, but they couldn't get enough concrete on the ankles to hold up the top end, so they canceled it.
I've been in love with her since I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like my dad loved her, and then I loved her, and then I got older, and I love her for different reasons.
Yeah.
When you're a little kid, you know,
Yeah, I'm with
fun
you
to
on
draw.
So now, do you still live in Georgia? Where do you live at?
I live in Tennessee,
Okay.
outside of Nashville.
Oh,
Yeah.
everybody's in Nashville, man. Everybody's in Nashville.
I've been here 17 years,
Yeah.
I think, and I'm in Murfreesboro, like outside southeast of Nashville.
Yeah, that's where all the rich people live out there in Murfreesboro.
Walking horse country.
Murfreesboro's where all the we got a lot of nice restaurants. We got Applebee's.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Well, on a Sunday, you know, there's nothing here, man.
Yeah.
Like it's always funny because when Titans get arrested, the Tennessee Titans, for some reason they're here and they're like 2 Tennessee Titans arrested at club in Murfreesboro, and I'm like, Chili's? Like, where were they?
You got to make it sound good, man. I don't know.
I know.
Are you a big football fan?
I am. I'm a West Virginia fan in college
Right.
and a Titans fan. Yeah.
I don't know, man. When I was a kid, I kind of liked football a little bit, and then I discovered women's mud wrestling, and I just ended my whole career on football and anything else. That's what I like.
You can watch both.
I don't know, men in tights or women in mud. I don't know. You pick it.
I know. When you put it like that, you kind of demasculate me, whatever that word is.
Oh, that's impolitically correct, man. We're going to be kicked off.
Hey, did you ever see when they had that girl football thing when they were in lingerie?
No.
Yeah, they had a female football league.
I know what you're talking
XFL.
about.
Yeah, and they were all in negligee, and I was watching like, this is like the perfect storm. Like, it had it all.
Right.
You know, it's like chicks in golf. Like, women that play golf, professional golfers, the Americans are hot. And the Golf Channel has all these instructors, and the women are all hot. I'm like, they figured it out. There's golf and good-looking women. Every guy
He's going to watch it.
Yeah, because I can't. When I watch TV now, I don't understand what's happening. Like with commercials and stuff. Like they don't finish the story.
Wow.
And every commercial, it'll have like, you know, a black lady and a white guy, and they have an Asian kid. And I'm like, tell me how that happened.
I'm with you, man.
You know what I mean? Finish the story. Like,
Let's rewind this a little bit.
or like.
It's called
Or
casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that can't happen. Either she has a lot of explaining to do, or something has happened here. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. It's like, wait a minute. You know, I am with you 100%.
And it's so fast. It's like, and everything is pulling on heartstring. You know, like, I don't know who's picking these commercials. Like, it's like, how does it make people feel? You know, are you this enough? Are you loving enough? Are you care? No, I'm not.
Have you
And
ever
by the
seen
way,
the skit on Phyllis Diller? I think it's Phyllis Diller had the skit where she said that when she had her first child, said when the child was born, said the doctor said, "Oh, it's healthy," and she said, "Oh, thank God." And then she said, "Well, is it a boy or a girl?" And the doctor said, "Well, it's a girl." And she said, "What color is it?" And he said, "White." And she said, "Oh, thank God."
yeah. Dude, that's the first comedian I ever saw live.
Yeah, she's a nut.
She was opening for Roy Clark at the West Virginia State Fair.
Oh, Lord.
And I was lucky enough to get to hang out with him, man. And that guy's stories are the absolute best.
Yeah.
He was the sweetest little guy. And see, that she's from that old school.
Oh, yeah.
And when she was a female comedian when there were none.
Oh, yeah.
And she just blazed it, you know?
Now, you said Roy Clark?
Yeah.
Man, he was an
Singer,
amazing guitar player.
Mm-hmm. He could play anything.
Amazing guitar player. He is just amazing. Or, well, he was. I guess he's passed away now, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's
we
back-
sat on his... Oh, go ahead, bud.
That's back when the musicians was ugly and they sounded good, but now they're pretty and they sound terrible, so...
let me tell you something. You have to be ugly to sing country music. You can't. I swear by it. You go back through everybody. You can't be good looking. This new country. What kind of music do you guys play?
We play rock and roll, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This new country music didn't want to blaze through something that you guys are like, that's our genre. This new country is like a shampoo commercial.
Yeah.
Like they're all, their hair's wavy and they're, you know, they put these fake bands together where it's like,
yeah,
it's like people who, oh God,
I'm
Rascal
with you.
Flatts is Fat in Sync. Like it's the same thing.
Right.
It's all just pretty, and like Willie Nelson is my favorite artist of all time. Songwriter, everything. Not a good-looking dude.
No,
but extremely talented.
Yeah.
And like Travis Tritt and guys like that, you have to make the ugly face when you're singing, or you're not good. You have to like open your mouth and that like
Well, now Travis has got the hair though. You got to give credit to that. He's got the hair, you know.
Travis?
Yeah, he's got that beautiful hair.
He's got the hair, but he did it a long time ago. He looks like the Cowardly Lion. But he had that hair a long time ago.
Right.
It's like Trace Atkins. They did it, and they're like, this is me. And I'm sticking with it. These guys now have product in their hair, and the tips are different colors, and they're wearing like high-top shoes with the laces undone. It's like you're not even a country singer.
Okay, don't.
Like I'd love to hand them a hammer.
Okay,
or
don't
get on
knock
a tractor.
on the
Let
product.
me see you work this thing.
Don't knock on the I wear product in my hair.
Yeah, he does.
It's Rogaine. It's Rogaine,
Oh, well,
but
that's
it's
a
still
different kind of
product.
I tried that Rogaine.
I would use product in my hair, but I'm a heterosexual man.
That's what I'm sitting there thinking, you know. I tried
So-
some of that Rogaine. The only thing growed was a hair on my knuckles, man. I had hair all over the knuckles. Didn't do
I
nothing.
got hair coming out of my ears now. It's falling out of my head, but it's coming out everywhere else. And I'm like, go back to my head.
Oh, Lord. Man,
You
we
know?
have got to get to a break, but I sure do. Tell everybody again where you're going to be this weekend.
I'm going to be at the Punchline in Atlanta. If you can make it out, I'd love to see you. And then I'm doing a show in South Carolina at the Walhalla Performing Arts Center. Me and John Reap are doing some shows together.
Oh, yeah.
In April, and then I'm in Tazewell, Tennessee, coming up in a couple weeks. I'll go anywhere, man.
I'm with you. It's
You
for
need
the
anything
money.
done at your house?
Yeah.
You need a deck
Matter
or
of fact,
anything?
I do. I need my gutters cleaned out, too.
Dude, I got screen.
There you
I'll
go.
be there.
All right, man. Listen, I love you, man. I really do, and I appreciate you calling in. And like I said, you're going to be in Atlanta for 7 days, you said?
7 shows.
7
In
shows?
4 days, yeah.
4 days, 7 shows in Atlanta, where he actually started out, so it's going to be pretty cool. Go check him out online, and it's renocollier.com, right?
It's .net.
.net.
Some Chinese company stole my .com.
I
Yeah.
hate that. All right, man.
You guys, thanks for having me on.
We want to get you back as soon as we can because it's
I'd
been a lot of
love
fun.
to.
Been a lot of fun.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Let me know.
All right. You take care.
All right, fellas. Have a good week.
All right. Thank you for listening. This is Stephen Phillips, host of The Morning Dish. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have a lot more interviews out there to listen to. Plus, you can listen online every morning at WJULradio.com or Lake 97.7 WJUL. And give us a like on our Facebook page, The Morning Dish.